In Brazil, President Jair Bolsonaro has tested positive for the coronavirus, prompting many in South America to call on the right-wing leader to change his position on the pandemic. Meanwhile, in Australia, Melbourne's total lockdown has begun for 5 million residents. Evelyn Laverick has more.
It's made news around the world that Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro, who has repeatedly flouted social distancing, wearing a mask reluctantly only after a judge ordered him to, has now tested positive for the virus. His diagnosis means that those he has recently spent time with, including the US ambassador to Brazil at July 4th celebrations, must rapidly be tested too. Bolsonaro has been urging people to get back to work to avoid a devastating economic crash, but with Brazil having more than 65,000 deaths and 1.6 million confirmed cases, his own infections had a mixed reaction.
It's not just him who isn't wearing a mask, so everything that happens in this country, they want to blame it on him.
I believe what he said in the past, saying that he did not care too much about the COVID. Today it has backfired on him. I hope he has a rethink and tries to improve the situation.
In Australia, Melbourne's 5 million residents are again under lockdown now for 6 weeks. Previously, COVID-19 cases had remained low, but Victoria's state premier said the virus had seeded into the community.
If we were to fail to take those steps, then it won't be a couple of hundred cases per day. It will be many more than that, and it will quickly spiral well and truly out of control.
Spain's Basque Country has registered another cluster of infections, adding to those elsewhere, including Barcelona. Testing is underway as the local authorities try to stop any spread, which could put off tourists. In Italy, the country's health minister has proposed sectioning people who refuse hospital treatment for the virus. The potential move towards forced hospitalisations comes after a man infected from a business trip abroad returned home but resisted hospital treatment. While in Rome, a wedding organisation has staged a flash mob protest against the government's restrictive virus measures forbidding large gatherings. They say business is being crippled and dreams destroyed. Even